These are 3 tips to have a good date, good first date. This is whether you want to like trying to sleep with the chick or you're trying to go on a second date. So number one is to be engaging. You ideally you want to get the girl to talk about herself. So you're bouncing around topics with small talk. So you're like, for example, you're like, oh, those some nice shoes. Where'd you get them? Blah 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 blah. Maybe if I was a girl, I like those shoes. So you're kind of like, you know, bouncing around to get her engaged. So you're like spiking, to get her to like. And engagement is like emotional investment into the conversation. That's what I define engagement as. Engagement is emotional investment in the conversation. So you're not like validation seeking or nothing like that, but you're just kind of bouncing around. And then once you get her talking, you just listen. And just like, if she's like, oh, I got these shoes and it was a crazy day, it was raining. And you could say something like, this is kind of boldish, but you can kind of say it, oh, it was raining. I bet you bust your ass that day, didn't you? You know what I mean? Just kind of like being light and playful, kind of teasing her a bit. So like, that's how you're engaging. You're like spiking her emotions. You might, and it's risky. It's risky to be engaging. You might have to say some bold shit, but like, the alternative is to be boring, and if you're boring, you're definitely not getting a second date or a lay. So you kind of gotta spike their emotions. So you might have to say something boldish. So you gotta, to be engaging, you have to listen to the chick. You have to be bold, and get good at storytelling. Like if you can tell a good story where you're like fucking animated, and it's like you're telling a good story that's not like not too long, but it's you're in there. That's a couple tips to be engaging. Number 2 is touch the chick. Like, don't sit back and like not touch the chicks, or else you just, congratulations, buddy, you just made a friend, because you're gonna be in a friend zone, dog. If you don't touch the chick, you're not planting the idea in that something sexual might happen. So you want to touch the chick. You don't have to like right when you see her grab tits or anything like that, but you want to touch her hand, and you gradually escalate the situation where you're getting to kiss her. Number 3 is fucking be patient. You don't want to appear in a rush on these dates, so you want to just be like relax. Like if you're thinking in your head, damn, I hope I have sex with this chick, and it's gonna show through your body language, and you can't hide like body language. You can't hide subtleties, because with body language, there are like small things that you'll do that like will reveal your emotional state, basically. So you just want to stay relaxed. As it like kind of like a take it or leave it like attitude. Like yeah, like you're engaged, but you're just chilling. Like you don't want anything in it, and your body language shows that you don't want anything. You're just out here enjoying the time. You're basically, your mentality is, your mindset that you should have is, yeah, I want to get this. Yeah, obviously you want to like date her or have sex with her, but like your mindset in that moment should just, I'm just seeing what's happening. You know what I mean? I'm just seeing what's going on. That's your mindset. So you're patient. Another reason why you want to be patient is so you can like push and pull. So basically you can like create sexual tension and then come down, like create sexual tension then come down. So basically you're gonna have situations where like you're touching her, and then things are kind of slow down, and that's when the sexual tension is going up. So when the sexual tension goes up, you can just kind of pull back. You know what I mean? It's like, that basically shows that I'm basically not sold yet. So like if she's leaning into you and you're leaning into you, and it gets real slow and you're staring at each other's eyes and shit, you could just and you could just pull back. You can talk, pull back a little bit, and then she's still leaned into you, and then you're basically dispersing the tension, but then you bring up the tension again. So you're basically putting her on this kind of emotional roller coaster, and basically you're stimulating her. And us human beings like to be stimulated. If you watched a movie that was completely fucking action, that movie would suck. Like action the whole way through, like no downtime, no nothing, complete action the whole way through, that movie's ass. Like you don't want to, like, that's how your date should be. It should think of it like a movie where things lead up to the action peaks, then it comes down. Then there's these little bumps. That's how you want the date to be. If your date is like that, you're gonna have a fucking successful date. So then after that, like you're bringing the tension up and down. Like let's just say y'all made out and shit like that, and y'all still on the date. You can just be like, my tip is just mainly to insinuate things that's a flat out being direct. Just insinuate things. You know, women aren't stupid. Like, if you insinuate, oh, you should come back to my house and we'll watch a movie or something, like, if you insinuate it, she 9 times out of 10 she's gonna know that means sex, especially after, you know, you already made out with her and shit. If you made out with her and then you insinuate, oh, you know, I got this book at home, you want to check it out, it's at my place, she 9 times out of 10 she knows that means sex. Now, if there was no sexual tension to begin with, and you be like, yo, you want to come back to my house, you probably still could probably have sex with her, but like, it's less likely that she might think it's sex oriented. Like, if a chick comes over your house, 9 times out of 10 she thinks it's sex. So at the end of the day, you know, you tell her, you know, you say goodnight, blah, blah, blah. Let's just say you're going on a second date, you say goodnight, blah, blah, blah. And then you wait a couple of days and you plan the date. And in between the time of planning the date and going on a date, you do not text the chick. Don't text the woman. Like, give her space to, like, for you to linger on her. And then that's basically how you have a successful date.